Chalk Talk number 4 for you, and I was really hoping to break down one of Russell Wilson's interceptions and take a good look, especially at the interception that Russell got hit on against a corner blitz, where Pete Carroll told us on Monday he really felt like Russell had a chance to take a shot and throw a touchdown. Unfortunately, and we've railed against the broadcast a bunch this week, but unfortunately the broadcast was so difficult and so poor at times that it never even gave us a full field replay to really see exactly what Russell Wilson was seeing when he did have McCoy and we did see the blitz. So instead, we're going to hit on a positive play, and maybe one of the most positive, not maybe, the most positive drive the Seahawks had against the Rams all game long. And once again, you're going to see some really good indicators. You're going to see why this run game is really efficient, unlike their passing game. And once again, you're going to see a trend that's continued now for 4 straight weeks against the Seattle Seahawks, and how defenses, the book is out, and how defenses are going to play these guys until they make them pay. The Seahawks made them pay, an 18-yard touchdown run, the final play of the opening drive, an 8-play drive that saw 0 third down conversions by the Seahawks because they didn't get into a third down. They mixed some run, they mixed some pass. This is from the 18-yard line, and what's going to jump out to you, I've talked about trends, and the first one of these is going to be what teams have done against the Seahawks, and that's play man-to-man. So hopefully, based on the last Chalk Talk and in the last couple over the years, you're getting there and you're watching replays and you're looking at the game saying, ooh, is this man or zone? Because that's the first thing that number 3 is seeing, run or pass. Is this man or zone? What is the box count going to be? How is it affected with my check with me's? Well, Russell comes out and he sees press. Oh, that's a pretty good indicator. Oh, and then he also sees Golden Tate with that inside leverage of the DB. That's a good indicator. And then lastly, the coaching staff is going to motion Braylon Edwards across. And yeah, Braylon did play. I know, kind of a shock to me as well. And then with that motion comes the DB. And if they're in zone, well, guess what they do? They bump the backers over. When you're in man coverage, another tell to watch during a game, that DB runs with Braylon Edwards, and he's in man-to-man coverage as well. So the Rams come out after the motion. They declare pretty definitively to the quarterback that they're going to play man-to-man. And why wouldn't you? This team has not proven in one-on-one situations with just a single high safety that they can win in the pass game. What they have proven, well, they can get a helmet on a helmet, and they can win in the run game, and that's exactly what happens. And the more times you get a helmet on a helmet for this guy, for beast mode, well, you set yourself up for some success. St. Louis was actually called for a false start. This D tackle jumped right into the A gap here. This play, if it had not scored, would have been a 5-yard penalty. Well, it does score. And when I say a hat on a hat, here's exactly what I mean. Give Golden Tate credit for an incredible block. When you watch this, go down and look at Braylon Edwards' block, and Sidney, this cornerback, basically quits anyway. You get a helmet on a helmet. We had a touchdown run earlier in the season, the same deal, same personnel. 2 backs with Michael Robb, 3 wide receivers, that E personnel that was made so famous by Bobby Ingram and Jurevicius and Darrell Jackson and Max Strong and Sean Alexander. I think that this personnel group can be good for the Seahawks as this season continues to evolve. All of those guys, a helmet on a helmet, and then the most important part of this whole play. Okay, it's going to be their zone concept, not the lead play, but their zone concept, and they're going to run it here. And what you need is you need your big boy. You need Russell Okung not to deplete a guy. It doesn't happen in the NFL. What you need to do in the NFL, you need to turn people, leverage. I don't know how many offensive coordinators and offensive line coaches would tell young rookies coming in the NFL, hey, listen, this guy here, he doesn't play at Wake Forest. This guy here, he doesn't play at Colorado. This guy here is paid to make a living and make your life difficult. You're not going to pancake him. You're not going to crush him. Hey, Russell, do your best to turn him. Instead of his shoulders being parallel to the line of scrimmage, turn them just a little bit. Create that lane. James Carpenter, big fella. Still not all the way there conditioned. Watch his block. Watch his ability to get his head across and do the same thing. Does he pancake him? Does he drive him 5 yards back? Does he pile drive him in the ground? No. But he turns those shoulders just enough to create that chasm, that little lane for Michael Robinson to get a helmet on a helmet. Breno cuts his guy down. McQuiston and Unger, those 2 work and actually cut off even the false start penalty, cut off that linebacker, and then, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, it's one-on-one. And one-on-one with beast mode, well, that's why he's the #1 rusher in the NFL.